Okay, guys, we're heading into the final battle against the Shadow Triad. This should hopefully be the last video I'm doing a voiceover for. Should hopefully have everything fixed up for the coming videos. But anyway, heading into this final battle, it is a triple battle. His lead, Weezing, Bayonet, and the Bishop. So to start with, the plan's pretty simple. The Bishop is on an air balloon, so I'm just going to hit it with a fighting type move, get the quick KO here. And then the Bayonet does have a focus sash. So the game plan is basically ignore Weezing and just get a kill on the Bayonet here. It is pretty powerful, so we just want to make sure we kill it before it moves. There goes the Bishop, goes down there. The Fiery Dance comes out here. Now, I don't believe this ever KOs regardless of the focus sash, unless I crit. But it does bring him down just enough for me to pick up the... Oh, actually, I lied. It does take him down to the focus sash. But yeah, it does drop him low enough for the Mandibuzz to pick up the KO here. And then Weezing here, I believe he just goes for the gunk shot, right? Yep, there it is. Now, the unfortunate part about this one here is he does actually get the poison here onto Mandibuzz. It's not the biggest deal. It just means I'm going to be taking unnecessary chip, I guess. Activates the weak armor too, which kind of annoying, but I don't believe it actually comes into play in this battle. Alright, he brings out the Aselgor here, and the game plan's pretty simple. We'll swap out Dancer just because we can't pick up a KO here on it, so we bring out Snake just to eat the Bug Buzz. Escanor also comes back as its Fiery Dance was disabled there, so there's no point in doing anything here. It just doesn't do enough damage, not worth the risk either. So we're going to go for the Zen Headbutt onto the Weezing here. Hindsight being 2020, probably pretty dumb because my defense was lowered actually, so I probably could have taken a lot of damage here from a gunk shot. But anyway, there it is, the Bug Gem boosted Bug Buzz coming into, I believe, Snake there. Yep. That's why we brought him into that slot, not Spike Lee, just because we didn't want Spike Lee to have to take it. It wouldn't have been very nice. Anyway, I do believe we got the flinch there on the Weezing, which was very nice. Anyway, this time we just had to take out Mandibuzz. Just not worth running the crit here. Bring in Pan to take the gunk shot. And then we have both my steel types. I believe attack the Aselgor here. I believe it was 2 heavy slams I clicked. Does do a lot of damage there with that Giga Drain. We do get hit by the Will-O-Wisp, unfortunately, on Spike Lee, but that does not matter. Oh no, the Head Smash comes out. Sorry, my bad. Head Smash, I believe that probably just one taps it, right? Yeah, I believe that was the game plan, actually. Just one shot it there with the Head Smash. Easy enough, gets it out the way. I do believe I clicked Heavy Slam on that as well, just in case I missed it. But obviously, I didn't. And that's just good chip here onto the Weezing. Now, that chip there too, obviously, does a lot of damage. Does put it in range of the Infernape here. So, one Blaze Kick should be able to pick up the KO from here. And it does. And that was it. That was the last battle with the Shadow Triad. Now with the Shadow Triad complete, it is time to move on to the last battle against Genesect, the final battle against Team Plasma in the run. But before we can get to that, we do have to take on Kyurem Black here. I did actually go on to find out in this battle that apparently you can't catch Kyurem Black. It has been quite a while since I played any of the Black or White 2 games. But, you know, I did go for a cheeky little Master Ball here, and it didn't work. Apparently, Genesect has developed a device that stops it. So, yeah, that was not very fun. Anyway, the game plan was simple. I wasn't sure if CC would do the full damage there, so I went for a Fake Out just in case. Got a little bit of chip, and then just finished him off with a CC. Pretty easy fight. Obviously, Infernape's a bit of a beast, so... Just, yeah, a nice quick KO here on the Kyurem Black. Now, with Kyurem defeated, that does leave us with the final battle against Genesect. This guy, not as hard as I thought he would be, honestly. I was pretty scared coming into the battle, and like he does do a bit of work here, but eventually we do manage to get through it. Leads with his Cofagrigus here. Now, Cofagrigus does actually want to set up Trick Room here, so I lead with Pan just to make sure he can't get it off. And yeah, the plan's pretty simple here. We're just going to go for the taunt to stop the Trick Room. As you'll see here, I believe he does click it turn 1. And yeah, there is the Trick Room there. And then we proceed just to Blaze Kick him to death. I do get really fortunate here as well, actually getting the burn, which was very nice. He does go for the Hex too, but that doesn't matter. I did realize in hindsight, probably not the greatest play, just in case he did ever get the crit on me here. Because you'll see I do actually run the risk here. I go for another blaze kick. Like at that point there, I probably wasn't in range, so I guess it was okay. But yeah, like a crit on one of these hexes actually would have been really, really annoying. But I guess it didn't matter in the end. Because yeah, actually, I mean, he would have had to double crit there, so it didn't matter. I would have 100% got through it there. And then we go for one more blaze kick, taunt wore off, but it doesn't matter. He can't set up the trick room anymore, which is fantastic for me. And yeah, down goes one. Now, here was one of the scarier parts. I apparently, in my building for this battle, I basically didn't get anything for Electros. I didn't bring any ground types, I don't believe, into this battle. So you see me, I just have to tank a wild charge onto the Rotom, which honestly, lots of damage. I was really scared here. I didn't have anything to switch into a charge, so I go for a Hydro Pump. Does go on to do a lot of damage here. Thankfully, I hit that. He coils too, which was fantastic for me because I do outspeed this thing. And yeah, that was a really big threat that I think could have actually really done a number on me if I yeah, didn't have this Rotom, because nothing else could really tank that. At least not effectively. Any of the mons I guess I didn't necessarily need to deal with another mon. But Electros goes down there, thankfully. He clicked the coil. Massive for me. Next up is Gyarados here. Now, this one was kind of interesting to me because obviously he does have the Wukan Berry here. It's, you know, it's a staple for these boss fights when they've got a 4x weakness to bring the berry for it, but it doesn't matter. I believe I'm Magnet in this fight. Magnet T-Bolt just, yeah, straight kills the Gyarados. Doesn't matter if he has Wukan or not. Up next is the Machamp. Machamp here is always going to go for the Dynamic Punch, so it was a pretty easy switch into Mr. Revis here. Ghost types obviously not getting hit by the fighting move. Fantastic for me. And also in this game, Mr. Revis is also part Fairy type actually, which is very nice. So he just goes on to click the Moonblast here. Picks up a quick KO. So up next is his Hydreigon here. Now, I actually did make a bit of a stuff up here. Thankfully, I noticed this, but my Miss Magius here actually underspent the Hydreigon. Thankfully, I caught it just in time. It was about 2 points slower, and I would have just been one-shot here by a Dark Pulse. So I switched out to Escanor, who is fast and could tank a crit there. And thankfully, Escanor is faster, and I will just go on to pick up a quick KO here with the Bug Buzz. Getting rid of the Hydreigon, and a very scary mon because honestly, nothing on my team was actually taking a +2 Dark Pulse there. Like everything was one shot by it. So thankfully, Escanor was able to outspeed and pick up a quick KO there. Definitely saved a mon or two there because I was sure something was going to die at first. And last but not least is his Genesect. Unfortunately, this thing is Focus Sash, which is a bit annoying, but obviously a fire type sitting in front of a Bug Steel doesn't really matter too much. I outspeed it. I get a nice fiery dance off there. And I'm just going to bring him down to his Focus Sash here. And we see, I believe he does retaliate here with a Thunderbolt, but it's laughable, honestly. And then, yeah, I go for a Giga Drain just for the star points. He's on 1 health, and yeah, it doesn't matter. And with that being done, Team Plasma is now finished. And I finally get to move on to Victory Road. Yeah, so we're getting really close to the E4 now, and I can't wait. Anyway, I'll see you guys next time.